Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 75283, Armored Assault Tank, or AAT, from the LEGO Star Wars theme. This set contains 286 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retails for $39.99 in the US. This set is based on the Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show, but as the title of this video may suggest, I have never really seen The Clone Wars. I've watched maybe like the first 4 or 5 episodes and I just really couldn't get into it. It felt a little too childish and just like too much filler plot for me. I know it probably gets better as the show goes on, but there's just too many episodes for me to really get into it. But when this set was revealed, I kind of wanted it. This is a cool looking like vehicle and I was curious to have it. I don't have many like different variants of battle droids, so these guys are definitely very cool to get. But slight spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 2. The main reason I wanted to get this set was this minifigure right here, Ahsoka. Number one, she just looked like a great minifigure. I kind of wanted her anyway. But as soon as they revealed in like episode 3 or 4 of Season 2 of The Mandalorian that she would be making an appearance later on, I knew I wanted this set. Because I knew I'd probably want her. As of me recording this, that episode has not aired. However, when this video goes up, that episode will have aired. But obviously, this set is more than just that figure. So let's take a look at the set itself and see if I made a smart decision. This build feels very, very complete. I actually quite like it. The gray and blue is a really nice and like quite elegant color scheme, and I like how that looks. The actual shaping of the vehicle is quite cool too. I like how this part sort of hangs out the back, but it still feels very sturdy. It doesn't like topple over very easily. This cannon at the front, I know this causes a lot of controversy because some people say it's too long. And even though I'm not familiar with the source material, I definitely could see like having it in person how this is too long. However, I can't imagine this would be too hard to modify. Just like remove these two sections, push it back a little bit. And I'm sure it would be like a lot more accurate to the show and a lot more like nice to display at a shelf. So while it is like annoying that that's too long, like a couple of pieces does not ruin this set for me. It's not the prettiest from like the under back right here, but that's an angle you're not going to see very often, so that doesn't bother me all too much. But as a whole, it's a quite simple and well-designed vehicle. You've got these two like double cannons on the side, which you can rotate up and down. These are actually quite sturdy, despite like looking quite flimsy. Like that piece looks like it would fall off quite easily. The use of this clip, like being stabbed in here, makes it like stay on quite well, and I actually like how these can be rotated up and down. This entire area up here moves, if you didn't see that already, you can move it like 360 degrees, which is quite cool. I like having that range of motion. And the turret itself can move up and down, so you can aim it in different ways. I wish it could go down a little bit more, because then it could either go straight or it could go up, but again, I'm not familiar with the source material, so it might not be able to go down in the source material either. But it is definitely cool that it can move at all, because like you can aim this in all sorts of different directions. You got the vehicle going this way, and the turret aiming like up in the air to the side. So like this is just like a ton of different positions you could get this in for play, and I really, really appreciate that. You can see you got two stickers here, one there and one there. They're identical stickers, and they work well. Like, they're the same color as everything else. They fit in. I have no complaints there. There's two places to sit figures in this. One is in the main cockpit right here. You can open this up, and you can see you have two console pieces right there. And it's got two studs in there, so there actually is room to sit an actual figure. However, you're probably not going to sit an actual figure. You're probably going to sit a battle droid. So you can take one of them, put them in here like this, and then you could close it up so he could be piloting the AAT, and I think that works well. It's like very sleek when closed up, actually. It doesn't feel like there's a cockpit there. I actually kind of forgot it was there until I opened it up. I really, really like that. And then same with up here. In the little turret area, you can open it up. Once again, it has studs in there for you to sit a figure if you so desire. However, most of the time you'll be putting a battle droid in here, and you can have him standing up and sort of peeking out. You can have him like holding a gun in his hand, so he could be like shooting the turret and like holding a gun in his hand to shoot himself as well. But because of the way the LEGO battle droids work, you'd actually fit this guy in here and close up the build. If you fold him up into like this position, like this, you could stick him right in there, and then close this up, and then close this up like that, and there you go. We have both battle droids in there, one in here, and one up here. And you can't even see either of them. I really, really like that. Because a lot of the time, figures in small builds like these, like, it's quite obvious what they're in it. But, like, this looks identical to when there's no figures in it. And that's super cool that you could store the figures in here like that. Like, that is what I love most about this set, the way those guys could be fit in. And how it's designed so you can use it with normal minifigures, or you could use it with battle droids that either work. And then finally, in terms of the build, you may see there's two spring-load shooters here. I think these are incorporated quite well. Spring-load shooters could usually get in the way of a lot of, like, designs. But, like, these are quite subtle. They just look like headlights at the front, and you can just push back on these little, like, Technic pieces right here, and they will shoot out just like that. So here are the two good guy figures in this set. These guys are both exclusive. We have Ahsoka Tano and one of Ahsoka's clone troopers. Ahsoka herself, while I'm not, like, super familiar with the character, is an excellent figure. This, like, hair, like, I don't even know what you would call this, like, feature on her head. Like, this is so cool. It's so like intricately molded. It's a rubber piece, which I don't love, but the shaping on it's incredible, and I love the printing. It looks so good. It gives her like this level of detail that a lot of other Lego figures don't have, and it really makes me like love this figure. The face print's cool too. She's got blue eyes, which give her a lot more like emotion and like uniqueness than your average Lego figure, and obviously the orange skin too, and like the little face markings in white. Like, it all looks so good. The clone trooper, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I really don't like this design. I know, like, I'm sure if I watched the Clone Wars and I was familiar with what Ahsoka's clone troopers are, I'd be really happy to get this. However, as someone who only really knows like the prequels in terms of clone troopers, like, this just really means nothing to me. I think the orange helmet on the blue torso and legs is just a really ugly color combination, and I don't like this guy at all. However, I completely understand how if you are a bigger fan of the Clone Wars than me, you will like this figure a heck of a lot more. Here's a better look at these two's face prints and Ahsoka's torso print. Ahsoka's torso and legs both like very well detailed. Obviously they're usually covered by this piece, but seeing her without them, like, it does look great. It's very intricately detailed. You have some metallic printing on there, and I love how like the torso connects into the hips, connects into the legs. It feels very seamless, and it's just very well designed. The clone trooper over here has a new face. He is no longer Angry Clone, which is definitely really exciting to see. I personally, honestly, never really minded Angry Clone, but I definitely think this is better, and this is a more like accurate representation of the clone troopers, so I think that's a good upgrade. Here are the back torso prints as well as Ahsoka's alternate face. I honestly don't love Ahsoka's alternate face. It's not bad by any means, but I don't think the expression is expressive enough. Like, it's clearly supposed to be like angry and like middle of fight, but it just feels like slightly annoyed. It doesn't really feel, it doesn't have that intensity that a lot of Lego figures have in their like angry face. So it definitely feels like there's something missing there. However, that's not a huge deal, and it still looks good and like works. Back torso prints just as good as the front, and then clone trooper, not much to say there. It's what a clone trooper looks like from the back. And then for the bad guys, we have two battle droids. These are like green battle droids. I'm not sure the Star Wars lore as to why these battle droids are green, but I really like the head printing on these guys. It's very intricate. Like, I usually don't see them print on such a tiny piece. And like, I don't know, I have battle droids where like they have one like color print, but these are two colors and it's in 3 different places. And it makes these guys really unique. I actually quite like that. And then the green torso too just makes it pop a lot more from regular battle droids. Like, so I'm very happy to get both of these. They're a nice thing to have in my collection. And then another cool thing, I'm not like a huge LEGO Star Wars collector, so I don't know if this is really a big deal, but it's a big deal to me, is these gun pieces they're holding. These are in gunmetal gray instead of black. I remember when the Force Awakens wave came out, they introduced gunmetal gray gun pieces, and I remember like I got the one set that came in, and that was super cool back then. Obviously, it's been like 5, almost 6 years since then, so that may not be as exciting today as it was back then. But this is like my first time getting them since then, so I don't know if it's still a big deal, but it's a big deal to me, and I'm very happy to get different colored blaster pieces, because they're not super common. The black is still the most common, so whenever I get a different color, I'm always very happy for that. And you get 2 of them here, 2 of the gunmetal gray ones, and I think they look excellent. They fit these guys really well. Other than that, though, they're just basic battle droid designs, same legs, arms, torso that I've had since the first inception of the battle droid. It's kind of crazy that these guys haven't changed in all these years, but it does, like, fit the battle droids well. Like, this is probably the best way to do LEGO battle droids, so it makes sense to me that they're still the same after all this time. So overall, what do I think about this set? I honestly quite like this set a lot, except for one thing, and this is one thing I haven't mentioned this entire review. The price. The price of this set is $39.99, so basically $40. And as good as this set may be, it is not $40 good. If this set was $25, it would be an excellent set, and I could very easily justify $30 for it. But for $40, it's really pushing it. It doesn't even have 300 pieces, and while Ahsoka's a great figure and her clone trooper is exclusive, like, I don't know, it feels like they're charging an extra $10 just so they can charge you an extra $10 for Ahsoka. There's nothing in this set that really makes me go, wow, that is worth, like, the $10 price increase. It's not a big figure or anything, there's just one exclusive figure, which is an excellent exclusive figure, but she's not worth $10 alone. So on sale, I'd say, yeah, this is a great set to get. If you can find it for like, I don't know, 20% off, so like $32, like, yeah, definitely pick it up. This is excellent. Especially if you're a fan of Clone Wars. I'm sure you'll like it a lot more than I do. But for $40, that's just too steep of a price in my eyes. Like, I don't know, this set should not be that much money. It's a good figure selection though, 2 exclusive figures, and I think these battle droids are coming out of their sets, but they're still definitely very cool to get. And the build, while I know a lot of people surprisingly don't like it, I actually think it's quite good. It's just a nice looking little like Star Wars speeder sort of thing. And I especially like how you can fit the battle droids in there and close up the build completely. Like, that's my favorite thing. And it feels like it would be fun to play with it as a kid. I know I would have really liked this. So I would recommend this set on sale, but for full price, I'd say pass up on it or wait until you can find it on sale. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you do decide you want to get this set, I'm going to put my Amazon affiliate link in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you to the Amazon listing for this set. If you buy this set through that link, it'll help support me at no extra cost to you, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO videos like this almost every day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!